Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with a forecast for you for the first 2 weeks of January 2019. Welcome, thank you for joining me. Happy New Year. Okay, I hope you have a great month and a wonderful year ahead. So we're doing things differently here. What I'm going to do is I am pulling a card to serve as your overall energy and advice for the time that we're looking at. And then I'll pull a few different cards to give you the energies for your work and finances. That also includes your business, your studies, permits, visas, all that sort of thing. And then a few other cards for your love life and emotional life. We'll see if that comes up again. And as always, watch your sun, your moon, your rising. Remember, these are general, so they're not going to apply to everyone or not make sense the same way. So just keep an open mind about that. Watch your sun, your moon, your rising. I think I just said that. I'm sorry, I'm just kind of opening up to the messages here, so I'm not fully aware of what I'm saying. What else? If you're interested in private readings or you want to look at the specials currently running, the information is down below. And a special thank you to my patrons. And if you want to become a patron, that information is down below as well. Okay, so let's see. This is, did I say it's for Scorpio? I don't think I did. So this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising signs. And you can also watch this if you're dealing with the Scorpio, sun, moon, or rising. So overall energy for Scorpio for the next couple of weeks. First couple of weeks of January 2019 for Scorpio, overall energy. And work life and financial life for Scorpio. First 2 weeks of January 2019. Okay, so this is the Tarot of the Old Path. So let's see. Right, we're going to talk about the overall theme first. So the overall energy is the Three of Rods. So the Three of Rods, or the Three of Wands here, talks about a time of growth, expansion, progress, setting expectations or seeing your expectations being met. Expecting can happen, okay, for some of you. You might be finding out you're pregnant or you're giving birth during this time. For others of you, this is getting news about things that you have set in motion, maybe 3 days ago, 3 weeks, 3 months. And now you're seeing news about that. You're receiving news about that. This can also be about travel or unexpected visits, visitors, unexpected trips can happen with this energy. Again, it is a time of growth, advancement. So whether that is with your career or in love, whatever the case may be, it's expansion. Okay, very much so. So let's have a look how it comes up in the rest of the reading. So for work, finances, your personal projects, education, business. Okay, so I've got the Knight of Cauldrons or the Knight of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Rods or the Nine of Wands, the High Priest or the Hierophant, the Wise One, the Hermit, and the Five of Cauldrons or the Five of Cups. Okay, so let's have a look. So first of all, there's an offer. There's an offer coming through to do with either working for a family business, a corporation, the government, education, schools, universities, with the Hermit as well. So there's an offer. The Ace of Swords can talk about the contract, so making it official, signing paperwork, documentation. The Nine of Rods and the Five of Cauldrons, or the Five of Cups, these two talk about second thoughts, hesitation after the fact for some. feeling like you bit off more than you can chew, wishing you could go back. This all comes down to a lack of confidence. You're fine, okay? You got the job or you got the promotion because you deserve it, okay? Because you're the right person for it. So be mindful of your self-confidence during this time. Very important, okay? Very, very important. For others of you, taking too long to decide about an opportunity may see you miss out on the opportunity. So think it through. Maybe seek some expert advice or talk to someone you trust. If it's not expert advice, professional. Think it through. Be clear on it. See the truth of it. Okay, don't be in your head about it. Get information and then make your decision. Okay, but I feel that if you are just in your head about it, it will take you too long to figure out whether or not it's a good opportunity. It will take you too long to muster up the courage to say yes. And you may see that opportunity walk by with that 5 of Cups and then crying over spilled milk. But there is this wishing you could take it back, wishing you could turn back the time. Turn back time. And it's coming up in 2 scenarios. So for one scenario, it's saying yes and then feeling like, oh my God, I can't do this. And it's just coming down to self-confidence, which you should have, okay? Because you're fine. You're where you need to be. You're where you deserve to be. It's a good thing. And for others, it's, oh my God, I wish I could turn back time to go ahead and say yes to this opportunity. I took too long to decide. I took too long to consider. I took too long. I looked for confirmation over and over again. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So it's like, it's like looking to confirm everything. So there was an initial conversation, and then it's just like looking to confirm everything. So what are my hours going to be? So what did you say my salary is going to be? So are you sure that that's okay? So are you sure that this is okay? Is this the day? So I feel like just going over it too many times may put you in kind of a bad light, where they say, actually, never mind, the position's been filled, you know, by someone who just jumped on the opportunity because they saw it as a good opportunity. So just be mindful with that there, okay? But I do see contracts and blessings. So someone giving you their blessing. So that's about blessings, approvals, something being granted to you, whether it's a permit, a visa, something is granted, something is made official with this energy. I feel like it is not fully what you expected. So again, it comes down to expectations. Be mindful of your expectations, okay? Because I feel that for some, you're getting a blessing, you're getting something offered to you, granted to you, but it's not exactly what you expected, or it's not happening exactly the way you expected, or exactly when you expected, and that may cause you to look at what didn't happen as opposed to enjoying and celebrating what did, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's all about perspective. You got good things coming in. You've got really good things coming in. So just be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of those expectations. And have clarity with the Ace of Swords. See the blessing for what it is, okay? But you've got awesome things coming in. Definitely. Let's look at your love life. And this is the Tarot of the 78 Doors. So let's look at your love life here for Scorpio. Love life for Scorpio. Oosh, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For Scorpio, love life, first 2 weeks of January 2019 for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. what we have. Interesting, you have the Knight of Cups twice. So we have the Empress. That's awesome. It's beautiful. Love energy. The King of Chalices, or the King of Cups. The Four of Wands. So home and family. Absolutely. The Four of Cups. See, we have this energy again of just discontentment. Everything's beautiful, but it's just like, be careful with that. The Knight of Cups, once again. And the King of Swords. So we've got two kings here and the Empress. So for some of you, I feel like you have two different options. And again, because of the Four of Cups energy, you might be taking too long to decide between the two. And as a result, either one of them or both of them walk away. So be careful with that. For others of you, I feel that, yeah, again, someone's trying to get your attention. Someone's trying to offer you, to go out, to start a relationship, to get to know you, blah, blah, blah. But you might either have too high expectations for the stage of the connection that you're at, or you might want things to just be perfect. Okay, with the Four of Cups there. It's one of them where I'm not sure what it is, but something's missing. Or, you know what, I think it's just too good to be true. There's got to be something else. Okay, so that kind of thinking. Be careful because it may cost you at least one good opportunity. So you've got water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You've got air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Empress is Taurus and Libra. So just be careful, again, with expectations. And if you are interested in someone, let them know. Okay, let them know. It's very, very important. Make the effort. Get yourself out there if you're looking for someone. Because I feel like with the Empress and the Four of Cups, you might have been, for some of you, somewhat of a homebody. And the Four of Wands as well. So kind of being a little bit locked away, but it's like, I want to meet someone, but I don't want to leave my house. Well, that's not really going to happen. Okay, so for some, that's what's going on. I do get the sense of just being tired, especially emotionally being tired with the Four of Cups and the Five of Cups in there. So be mindful that that will color how you see things. Okay, will color your perspective. So just be mindful of that and try to see things clearly and as much as possible. For those of you, I do feel like this is about proposals. You've been waiting for it for a while and it's happening. Okay, it's coming up. Proposals. For some, this could be a wedding at home or a familiar environment, someone else's home, friend's home, that sort of thing. Something small, cozy, intimate, but it's happening. For others, this is pregnancy, absolutely. Going to the doctor, telling the family, celebration, or going to the doctor, having the baby, and taking the baby home during this time. With the Empress there, definitely. For those of you, this could definitely be moving in together with this energy. So celebration around that. And let's see, there's something else. It's trying to come up. Give me a second. Okay, so it might be a situation of an on-again, off-again relationship. For some, I feel like you're single when this person's coming back or trying to come back. I feel like they talk the big talk, especially if they're water sign or they have water in their chart. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I feel like they talk the big talk, but they're still at the level of the Knight, so they're still a hopeless romantic. They're very romantic and very loving, don't get me wrong. However, they're not very practical. They're not very down to earth. They cannot give you the long-term future and stability that you want. Okay, so be mindful of that. And for others, I feel like this person's trying to come back when either you're already interested in someone else or someone else is interested in you. Maybe this air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or this could be vice versa. You know, it's just see how the energy is playing out for you. But either you're with someone else, you're interested in someone else, so you're moving on, or someone else is interested in you, and then this person from your past comes back around, the one you've had on again, off again relationships with. They're trying to come back, and this is you thinking, should I, shouldn't I? Be careful with that, because you may lose a good opportunity to go back to something that has not changed, or someone that has not changed. Okay? So just be careful with that. You have to think of yourself, what makes you happy and what you want. And you want the happily ever after. You want the commitment. You want the marriage. You want the children. The growing old together. So you have to be realistic a little bit, and as much as possible when it comes to matters of the heart. Make some tough decisions. And maybe, you know, saying no to someone who is loving and lovable, but just not mature enough. Not ready to give you what you want. Okay, we live, we grow, we change. We can't always keep taking the same people with us on our path because we grow at different rates. So just be aware of that and keep that in mind, okay, when you're making your choices. But definitely love options and opportunities if you're single and looking. Advancing in relationships, proposals, moving in together, babies, that sort of energy, absolutely. Choices between the old and the new, see what you're doing there. Definitely coming up here. So what I'm going to do now is just pull a couple of cards. This is a deck that I made up for myself, so it wasn't intended for other people to see. But I've been working with it, and it's very, very insightful. And I decided I'm going to use it in the readings for YouTube, because maybe it will help other people as well. I might turn it into a proper deck, but it is what it is for now. It's nothing fancy. It's just my writing on some cards. My writing's not very neat, but again, it was just for myself. And this comes because I was looking for a deck that I could use, an oracle deck that I could use regardless of the topic or the area of life I'm looking at, and I just couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. So I got tired of using 5 different decks and came up with this one. So sat down, channeled 77 messages, and this is what that is, okay? So let's have a look. Advice, guidance for Scorpio for the first couple of weeks of January 2019 when it comes to work and finances. And advice for Scorpio, first couple of weeks of January when it comes to emotional life and love life. And you've got that one. So, career, finances, money, projects, business. Self-sabotage. Someone else had this card, and there's a lot of cards in that deck. So just watch your other signs. Self-sabotage, complacency, not making the effort. So this is 5 of Cups energy. This is 4 of Cups energy as well. So self-sabotage. Why do you choose to see the negative instead of enjoying the blessing? And there is a saying in back where I'm from. I wasn't sure if I was going to say in my language or, but there's a saying that says, roughly, if you're unhappy with the gift is taken away. Okay, if you're not grateful, basically, that's more appropriate. If you're ungrateful, the gift will be taken away from you. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay, when it comes to work and love and in general, it's okay to set some positive expectations for yourself. It's okay to hope and dream big, but we have to keep our feet on the ground, and we have to see a blessing for what it is. Okay, so that's very important for you. So that's, just keep that in mind. Okay, just keep that in mind. Speak to someone you trust. With the Hermit there, maybe they can make you aware that perhaps you're self-sabotaging, perhaps you're not seeing a blessing. Okay, but be careful with that. Okay, for emotional life and love life, oh my god. So I heard patterns when I was shuffling. So we have free yourself from addictions, vicious cycles, control, unhealthy situations. Dear boy, So, you're being cautioned. Sorry, my writing's not neat in the slightest, but you're being cautioned. There's a vicious cycle that's trying to come back around. That's a very unhealthy situation. It almost feels addictive, because it's like, I'm not getting it. Like, there's malice there. It'd probably be easier to recognize and walk away from if there were. What I'm getting is someone who is genuinely lovable and loving, but they just are not mature enough to give you what you want or to give you what you need. Okay? It's just someone who's a dreamer, and you're in a different stage in your life where you want to settle down and you want to get real about it. That they're not there yet. Okay? So that's why it's so much more difficult to make that cut, because there are feelings there and they're genuine. That's why it's so hard, and it's a vicious cycle. But it's time to bring it back to yourself. What do you want? What are your goals? What are your long-term dreams when it comes to your love life? Where do you want to be? And it's time to get honest with yourself and say, can I have that with this person? Really? You're wise. You know. You've got your intuition. You've got your wisdom. You know the answers. You just have to ask the questions. Okay? But just be mindful that that is coming up. Also, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you have a good relationship but you wreck it somehow, you sabotage it somehow, whether you're aware of what you're doing or it's subconscious, that will also come to light during this time. And again, it's about paying attention so that you can end that cycle. You can take back control. Maybe the King of Swords is a specialist, a therapist, professional you're going to. King of Cups could be a therapist. Okay? So for some, that's what's going on. But that is your reading, my dear Scorpio. I do hope it helps. Let me know. Let me know how the cards apply to you if they do, how the messages apply to you if they do. If they make absolutely no sense to you, it just means the reading is not for you at this time. So just watch your other signs. They may resonate better with you. And do let me know if the cards do apply, if the messages do apply. Let me know how. Okay, I'm looking forward to your thoughts. And let me know if you like the format, if you like what I'm doing here. I would welcome some feedback. But yeah, okay, I really hope the reading helps. Looking forward to your thoughts. Thank you again for joining me and for all your wonderful support. I hope you have a wonderful time ahead and you'll have the best year ahead. And I will speak to you again very, very soon. Bye for now.